Did you know that there are compounds in your coffee that can make your HDL cholesterol, the good cholesterol, actually go down and raise your triglycerides? It's true. We're going to talk about that in this video. I'm Dr. Ken Berry, a family physician. Let's talk about how to raise your HDL cholesterol and lower your triglycerides. Most adults around the world love coffee. They have some every morning, but there's a particular way that you prepare your coffee that can actually cause your HDL cholesterol to be falsely low and your triglycerides to be falsely high. There's actually two compounds in the thousands of compounds that coffee contains, some of which I predict we haven't even discovered yet, that will actually do this. These two compounds, known as cafestol and K-wall, are diterpenes that occur naturally in coffee. This is not some chemical that was added later on. They occur naturally, but they've also been shown in multiple studies to cause your HDL cholesterol to be falsely low and to cause your triglycerides sometimes to be falsely elevated. So how do you prepare your coffee so that you minimize the risk from these two diterpenes? You've got to filter your coffee. So if you are someone who currently uses a French press on your coffee, that's not filtered. Many of the coffee making machines that use little pods like Nespresso and Keurig, some of those have little filters built in. Some do not. And so you'll have to look up and see if your pods have filters or not. Also other like the Scandinavian method of making coffee and several other methods, the Turkish method. These are not filtering the coffee out. And these diterpenes are going to go directly into your digestive system. Now, there's argument among the researchers as to why these two diterpenes do this to your HDL cholesterol and your triglycerides. They also can cause your total cholesterol and your LDL cholesterol to be higher as well, falsely. But I don't really care about that. I really care about getting your HDL cholesterol up and your triglycerides down. Now, this becomes very, very important for people who are eating a proper human diet, a ketogenic diet, a ketovore diet, or a carnivore diet, because even though they're doing everything right, sometimes their HDL cholesterol just doesn't get up as high as they think it should, and their triglycerides are higher than they want them to be. We know that there is a normal distribution curve that applies to everything in human physiology. This also applies to your susceptibility to the diterpenes and whether they mess with your lipid numbers or not. Some people over on this side of the curve could drink 5 gallons of unfiltered coffee a day and it wouldn't have much effect. Other people on this end of the curve could have 1 cup of unfiltered coffee a day and it's going to move their HDL cholesterol and their triglycerides in the wrong direction. So if you're someone whose HDL cholesterol and triglyceride levels have not been behaving as you think they should, consider filtering your coffee. It's not so much the filter that filters out these diterpenes, it's actually the tiny microscopic coffee grounds that accumulate at the bottom of the filter that actually trap these diterpenes. But either way, you're going to get out 98 or 99% of these diterpenes by filtering your coffee. I've included some links to the research I spoke about earlier down in the show notes, and also a link for some unbleached coffee filters just in case you want to see if that's what's been keeping your triglycerides a little higher than they should be. Hope this video helps.